supervisor in these chases, and he is calling the shots, telling the officers what to do to make sure that public safety is also being...
Rebecca, let me stop you right there. He's just run through a fence that we just watched just a second ago, where his vehicle actually went through a fence. Not sure where he's headed right now, but is he on the Love Field property, Troy? Have you joined us?
John, he has run through a gate on the east side of the airport. He is about to enter an active runway. Now, all jet traffic at Love Field has been stopped. It was stopped as a courtesy to us because there were so many helicopters following this pursuit. So there's no danger. I repeat, there is no danger of this any aircraft striking this vehicle or him getting in the way of any vehicle. All traffic in and out of Love Field has been stopped. He is now crossing runway 13 left. I know this is behind, 10 seconds behind what I'm describing to you, but he's now on the far east side of Love Field, now going around the taxiways as he goes northbound on the taxiways here at Love Field. He's making his way just on the runways and the taxiways here at Love Field. But again, all traffic has been stopped. At this point, the police are scrambling. We have more units that are joining the chase that were stationed at Love Field. Love Field police that were stationed there are now joining the chase here on the taxiways and runways of Love Field. He's coming to the northeast corner. As you can see, everyone is converging on him now. We have no idea. This has changed dramatically, John, from the calm, slow chase that we were experiencing on the surface streets of Dallas. At this point, there are several parked vehicles here on the ramp on the east side of Love Field. This is where a lot of the private jets are kept. There's a lot of fixed base operators here that have very expensive, very large private jets. At this point, this may take a whole different turn as to how they attempt to apprehend this suspect, because he could very easily ram into one of these jets. There's civilians walking around, ramp personnel walking around the area. He is coming to the northeast corner. As he makes his way northbound, as I look up here, there are 4 jets that are waiting on 13 left to depart. And he, at this point, is headed towards those jets. There's 4 airplanes that, of course, have been stopped, but they are in the position to take the runway and take off. They are holding their position at this point, and he is heading towards them now, John. He is heading right for 2 aircraft that are waiting to take the approach in of 13 left. They're holding short of the runway, and on the other side of that is a fence, and then the other side of that is Bachman Lake. So we'll see. He's now in the grassy area in between the taxiway and the runway.
All right, Troy, let me break in right quick, because this, again, it doesn't make it a lot more serious. They're going to have to push him off at this point, folks. You're going to watch them do some kind of diversion here. I realize Rebecca has told you that they don't do this if at all possible, but as you can see now, officers now ramming the vehicle because it has taken a whole new situation. It will not move from this location. You see officers approaching at this point, surrounding the vehicle. Officers on several different sides. That red unit, which we saw earlier, had a police officer inside of it. They're pulling him outside now. No one appears to be in the passenger side area, but again, the situation has changed with regard to his moving on to Love Field, running into the airport, moving towards some jets, and Dallas police now have taken him into custody, brought him down. He's laying down against the left side of his vehicle right now, the right side of your picture, being brought into custody. Officers checking him, of course, the vehicle for other things.